Did you see that? A ghost.
Welcome to Paranormal Pentivity, a show about songwriting, ghostwriting, and everything in between. My name is Nayim. I'm your host, and today we are talking about lies. We know that rappers lie, but what happens when you lie to a rapper and it affects their life? We get 2Pac. I'm going to go out on a limb and just go ahead and say it like this. The Black Panthers lying to 2Pac is what got him killed. Not all that nonsense with Death Row, not his complete deliberate change in behavior. His change in behavior happened because the Black Panthers lied to him. We have a problem with lying by omission. And the reason that lying by omission is way worse than just a flat out lie or a half truth is because lying by omission is kind of like the butterfly effect. If that person had that piece of information, the outcome is different. The way they look at something is different. The way that things, go, how they will go about something is completely different. But when you leave stuff out, that creates a false, it will give you a false sense of security because you're able to think with what you have. And it also creates a false reality because you don't have all the information. 2Pac is 100% a victim of being lied to by the Black Panthers, and I don't think they did it on purpose, because what the Black Panthers was trying to do was establish black pride in people. I didn't even know that they had to force James Brown to do that "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud." That's an Easter egg for this video. But Black Panthers was trying to take care of the community because the Black Panthers understood that look to your left, look to your right. That's your best chance of survival. We are all we got. We are people under siege. We are people at war. We are hostages. We're going to take care of ourselves. Fuck what everybody else got going on, right? They did that, and they instilled that pride, and they instilled that everything. But the Black Panthers didn't teach 2Pac the entire truth about being under attack and fighting a war against the enemy and the invisible enemy, which is the pseudo enemies, the people who want to be on the side of the oppressor, whether they don't look like you, because that's the easy one, but the hard ones to pick out is the ones that look like you. Let's listen to what he said.
See, that's what was thug life. I was like, no thug, no nigga with a gun will ever come against me because of who I am. I represent these niggas to the whole world. Niggas would not hurt me. I was worried about white people. Like the Klan and shit like that. They've been being like, well, he is the nigga to fuck with. You know what I mean? So I was like, niggas wouldn't hurt me. That's why I was an easy target.
So what'd you learn from this last year?
Shit, that I don't have any niggas. I don't have no friends. It's just me against the world. And I have acquaintances. I might have soldiers that fight beside me. I might have comrades, friends, niggas, but I don't have not even friends. I just don't have no friends.
And I think that is absolutely insane. He actually walked around here believing that because he was a good person, because he took care of his people, because he spoke out and he was a voice and he loved his people so much, his love for his people is what ultimately made him have to have this switch in his music, this switch in his demeanor, this switch in everything that he had going on. And look what he turned into. Wild, out of control, belligerent. We've never spoken really about this change as to he got with Death Row and they wanted him to do that and he was an actor and he was a good kid. That's nice, that's cool, but it all traced back to the Black Panthers actually instilling in him that nobody would hurt him. The people that look like him wouldn't hurt him because he was a good person. The people that look like him wouldn't hurt him because he took care of them. That's actually not true. Those people are more susceptible to hurting you than somebody on the street, a stranger you don't know. And it's because they know you and it's easier to get in. Especially when 2Pac was growing up and all this drug shit started mixing in. Because we forget that 2Pac was severely young and Biggie was young as fuck. These people didn't live to be 30 years old. I don't even think 2Pac lived to be 28. So I don't think he lived to be 26. I don't remember. I was young, a child. But, a really small child. But the first lie that was told to him was people that look like you are not your enemy. when them drugs start coming in, that money start coming in, that gangster shit start coming in, somebody should have pulled him, some Black Panther somewhere, and they like, oh, we erased them all, bro. No, everybody was not erased. Somebody should have been there to let him know that, bro, everybody is your enemy now. You ain't got to deal with everybody on a case-by-case basis because you're getting to this point where, you know, you a superstar. And he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. It's just, that's what got him killed. Actually, nobody doing no maintenance checkup on the information that he got. Nobody going back to his childhood and saying, okay, this is everything that he was taught. Now he's moving into a different type of system, in a different type of situation. And this type of stuff that you're doing, and the type of speaking out that you're doing, this is the kind of shit that gets presidents killed. So we need to be on a heightened alert, because they'll use one of your own to infiltrate you and get you out of here. You know, all the other stuff compounded on top didn't make it no better. But him actually believing, and that was when he actually died. But the first time he got shot, that is when his life changed, and that's when his mind changed, and he realized that he didn't have nothing and he didn't have nobody. And his change came from being hurt. His change came from, it was just pain. It was just 100% pain. That's why the music was different. The music wasn't painful because it was just so much, oh my God, look at the experiences I'm reading about and going to city to city to see. No, the experiences and the pain that was in his music comes from the fact that he could not actually believe that somebody that looked like him would actually want to hurt him, because he thought that being a good person meant that people was going to be good to you. And that is not just the effects of, because when somebody dies, that's the end of their story, and we like to be like, oh my God, he was this and he was that. But it's just like, at the same time, do we extend him grace because he was young and new to this and he was trying to do good? And maybe he just had a wild night as a young nigga and he got murdered? Or is it, you should have known better anyway? Because if we treat him like that, we got to treat everybody like that. And you can even go down, break it down all the way to maybe Trayvon Martin got what he deserved because he should have known better than to interact with some strange adult. Maybe Tamir Rice shouldn't have done XYZ. You know, if you start playing like that, then you won't have to start playing like that. Them not being honest with him. I always said that I'm very thankful that my parents never lied to me about anything. If there was something that was going on, my parents would set me down and explain it. Explain it to my little sister. They explained everything, because I can't leave interpretation up to chance when your mind is not developed correctly. And I feel like omitting certain things and not being 100% honest, I really hope this shit ain't got off, but I feel like admitting certain things and not being 100% honest puts you in more danger than it would if you would have just flat out laid everything out on the table. Everybody's an enemy at this point. It's people out here doing devious shit. You're not no regular person. We're going to move like that. That will keep you more safe than being like, love the people, love your community, take care of your community. They're going to love you. Like, that might be true, but there are going to also people who deal with hatred, jealousy, envy, all type of mischievous, demonic things going on inside of them, mental illness, all these other things that you need to be aware of. Those people are suffering whatever they're going through, and they're going to try to take it out on you. You shining too much. You looking too good. You coming back around here with all that black power, nigga. Fuck black power. Black power, that nigga robbed me. Like, that's the world 2Pac was dealing with, and nobody warned him about that. And that's how he ended up changing and running off. So, this is Paranormal Pentivity. Story time, I guess. Don't lie. Tell the truth, even if it hurts, even if it costs you something. Because in the end, if you tell the truth and it costs you something, you gained a lot more than you lost. My name is Nayim. I will holler at you.
Did you see that? A ghost.